Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today, we're looking at a pretty spectacular celebrity event.
Yeah, Nelly's surprise birthday party, the one thrown by Ashanti.
Right, the one that apparently shut down the internet, according to the blogs. But we're not just here for the headlines.
No, definitely not. We're diving into the details, the visual cues, the emotional feel of it all.
We've got some source material, like a recap from a celebrity news source, that really focuses on those little things.
Exactly. It's almost like an anthropological look at
Yeah.
the atmosphere, the body language, the, specific choices made.
So our mission today, for you listening, is to pull out those memorable bits, the things that maybe signal real commitment, real feeling, beyond the usual celebrity glitz.
And maybe turn a big public party into something. Well, something genuinely interesting.
Okay, so where do we start? The source actually kicks off with a really charming detail.
Ah, the nickname, right?
Yeah, before the party even starts, in her shout-out, Ashanti calls Nelly Pops.
Which is just, it's instantly interesting, isn't it? It sets a tone.
Yeah.
Totally. Amidst all the potential pressure and public eye stuff, you get this really warm, kind of domestic nickname.
It tells you straight away there's this foundation of like real intimacy and history there. It's not just for show.
It grounds the whole thing before we even get to the party itself.
Yeah.
Makes it feel more personal.
Definitely. And that personal element probably made the surprise itself work so well.
Okay, let's talk about that. Pulling off a surprise party for anyone is tricky. For someone like Nelly, constantly surrounded by people, how did they actually manage that moment?
Well, according to the report, they absolutely nailed it. The videos apparently captured him walking in.
Yeah.
Just sheer joy, total surprise. The kind of reaction you just can't fake.
That genuine shock moment.
Exactly. It sets the whole event up as authentic right from the start.
And the setting for that reveal. The source mentions some specific visuals.
Yeah, the decor, they had this huge arch apparently made of blue and silver balloons.
Classic surprise party stuff, but obviously done on a, well, celebrity scale.
Right. But Ashanti wasn't just standing back either. She was front and center.
Oh yeah, doing what?
Mic in hand, leading everyone singing happy birthday. The report called the vibe electric, like real excitement in the room.
You know, that specific moment, the surprise, the singing, it's maybe the most relatable part, even with celebrities.
I think so too. That feeling of being like ambushed by love, everyone gets that.
It kind of strips away the fame for a second. Just a person appreciating being celebrated.
Precisely. And the effort involved in pulling off that surprise, that authenticity, that's really what the source is highlighting. It makes the story stick.
Okay, so the surprise lands perfectly. But what about the party itself? The atmosphere?
The report described it as just pure fun, high energy, lots of dancing, family, close friends. Seemed like a genuinely good time.
Standard fun party vibes then. But wasn't there something unusual, something about the lighting?
Ah, yes. Okay, this is where it gets interesting. Away from the blue and silver theme,
Yeah?
the dance floor itself, it was lit up by these glowing sheep-shaped lights.
Wait, glowing sheep? Seriously?
Seriously, glowing sheep lights on the dance floor.
Okay, that's unexpected. Especially next to, high fashion and celebrity guests.
Right. And that's why the source kind of paused on it. They speculated a bit.
What did they think?
Well, they threw out the idea that maybe, just maybe, it was a subtle nod, like to his country grammar roots,
Right.
St. Louis, that kind of thing.
Huh. A very specific personal reference then. Or,
Yeah, maybe just a fun, quirky detail Ashanti liked. The source wasn't sure.
I gotta say, the sheep lights are kind of fascinating. Is it reading too much into it, or does a weird detail like that actually make it feel more real?
I lean towards making it feel more real. It's the kind of thing someone who knows you might pick, rather than just an event planner going for generic chic.
True. It shows they were maybe comfortable enough to be a bit, well, weird and personal.
Exactly. It adds texture, it's memorable because it's unexpected, more than just another fancy party photo.
It grounds the whole thing in a funny way. And around these glowing sheep, they had the usual birthday stuff too.
Oh yeah, the classics. Big cake, cupcakes, sparklers, all framed by those blue and silver balloons. A nice mix of like high-end style and cozy celebration.
Speaking of style, the source mentioned what Nelly and Ashanti were wearing. And it sounds like quite a contrast.
It really was. Nelly apparently went for low-key but expensive, like a black Balmain sweatshirt.
Yeah.
Casual but still making a statement.
Okay, high fashion comfort. And Ashanti.
Totally different vibe. She was apparently in a bright pink top, big hoop earrings, snatement pearl necklace. like full glamour.
So he's cool casual, she's bringing the sparkle.
Pretty much. But the really significant fashion moment, according to the source, came later.
Ah, okay. This must be the part that signals the commitment thing everyone's been watching.
Exactly. Later on, Ashanti changed or put on a shirt that specifically said Mrs. Haynes.
Haynes being Nelly's real last name. Okay.
Yeah. Not subtle?
No. The source flags this as a huge deal, right? A strong signal.
Absolutely. The report explicitly calls it out as a public signal of their commitment. But, we should dig into why that's so significant for them.
Right, because they've had such a long, very public, sometimes complicated history. Is this just saying we're committed, or is it more like actively countering all the past speculation?
I think it has to be both. For a relationship watched that intensely for 2 decades.
Yeah.
To make such a clear public statement, not in an interview, but on a piece of clothing worn at his birthday party, it feels very intentional.
It's like saying, okay, the speculation phase is over. This is it.
Exactly. It moves things from are they or aren't they to this is the direction, claiming it publicly.
So the birthday party becomes more than just a party. It's a platform for this statement about their future, delivered via T-shirt.
Kind of brilliant in a way. And that public signal was then sort of underscored by a really private emotional moment from Nelly himself.
Ah, the speech.
Yeah.
After all the fun, the sheep, the shirt, he addressed everyone.
Yeah, and the source says he seemed genuinely emotional, really grateful.
And it wasn't just a quick thanks for coming.
No, it was more substantive. He talked about how important it is to have people around who actually genuinely care about you.
Which, in the celebrity world, you can imagine is maybe not always a given.
Right. And he apparently told everyone there, never take that kind of love for granted.
That's a pretty powerful message.
Yeah.
Brings the focus back from the spectacle to something really human.
Yeah.
Gratitude.
Yeah.
Sincerity.
It's the perfect counterpoint, isn't it? You have the high-gloss party, the fashion statements, and then this core message of real appreciation.
Did he mention Ashanti specifically?
Oh, yeah. A special shout-out to her and to everyone who came, making sure that appreciation felt reciprocal.
So you have the Mrs. Haynes claim, and then you have his speech grounding it in, like genuine feeling and gratitude.
Exactly. It's like the shirt says, this is our future, and the speech says, this is why, because we have this real connection and appreciation. It's not just about image.
Okay, so let's pull it all together. We've got the cute nickname, the surprise, the sheep lights, the contrasting fashion, the big commitment shirt, the heartfelt speech. How did the news source ultimately frame the whole event?
They basically summed it up as a perfect celebration of love and friendship.
Pretty positive then.
Very. And they highlighted how amazing it was to see this iconic couple hitting a big milestone surrounded by what felt like real love and excitement. The takeaway was that it was genuinely heartfelt.
It raises an interesting point for us watching all this. You have the huge public display, the stuff everyone sees.
Right, the balloons, the outfits.
But the things that really seem to stick, the things the source pulls out, are those quieter signals. The nickname. The meaning behind the sheep lights, maybe.
Yeah.
The gratitude in the speech.
Yeah, and that's the so what moment, I think. The power of that contrast. The public expects the spectacle, right? The fashion, the perfect party.
Right.
But the source makes a point of showing how all that gloss was underpinned by really personal things. The sheep lights, the Mrs. Haynes shirt, a public declaration, yes, but rooted in something private.
It suggests that even super public relationships need that bedrock of actual heartfelt stuff to resonate. It can't just be image.
Exactly. That contrast between the public show and the private feeling, that's what makes it compelling.
So thinking about that Mrs. Haynes shirt again, it makes you wonder, what does it really signal when a relationship like theirs, under such intense scrutiny for so long, moves past just being privately committed and uses a partner celebration to make such a clear public statement of long-term intent? Not an engagement party, just his birthday.
Yeah.
What does that tell you about managing relationships in the spotlight?
That's a great question to leave people with. And maybe add to that. What do we learn from seeing that genuine reciprocal gratitude, like in Nelly's speech? When a relationship is celebrated so publicly, how much more powerful is it when the core message is simply, wow, thank you for genuinely caring?
That maybe that appreciation is the most important element of all, regardless of the scale of the party.
Maybe it's the most stylish thing there.
Something to think about. Thanks for diving deep with us today.
Until next time.